was great. It was beautiful. I loved it. I want to see it again. It was so great. I love that. It made me cry. It was beautiful. I can't have no more words I can say. I mean, I just loved it. Loved it. It's my second time here, and I'll be back again.
So this is my first time going, and I really liked it. But the first part was my favorite, and I really like all of it, and yeah, I really want to go to all of them.
The first act, I really enjoyed that, seeing the Bible stories played out in real life. That was really, really amazing. And I also loved the Handel's, the last act with the Handel's Messiah. I have an appreciation for opera and classical music, and I just love to see the choir and the orchestra play. It was very beautiful. The alcoholic man who he just sat there and just said it to him for half an hour over and over, and he finally just openly said it, but he said the words of God, the man who received it, jokingly, laughing. But he said the words of God, and you know what? They took, and that changed it. But it's just awesome.
And this was a most beautiful, awe-inspiring performance. All of them were wonderful, magnificent, but the Handel Messiah was very, very emotional for me. A beautiful experience. I'm glad you all are here. And also to hear the Word of God is so important for so many people. Thank you.
El show estuvo súper lindo, la verdad se ve que están muy preparados para lo que están haciendo y vale la pena. Realmente me hizo pensar que muchas veces como cristianos no sentimos que estamos justificados y nos sentimos y vamos como que ay, soy pecador y realmente debemos de caminar sintiéndonos santos, porque Él nos hizo santos, no porque no lo merezcamos, pero porque Él nos dio ese regalo. Y creo que me ayudó y creo que voy a meditar más para que realmente pueda caminar sabiendo que soy justificada por Él y no como cuidándome de no cometer pecados y sentirme mal y como que tengo que hacer cosas para poder ser perdonado cuando Él ya dio la vida por nosotros.
God has put it in writing that I am saved and I'm not a sinner. I may have sinned, but I'm not a sinner.
We truly enjoyed the program and we're blessed by it. I was amazed at hearing it in 3 languages the whole time. And I'm so blessed to see Christ being shared in the country of Korea, but also in our country here. And we were blessed by the program. When he kept saying that we were already sanctified, it hit my heart because I have always thought of myself as a sinner, and I am a believer, but I just didn't realize that we have been sanctified. And so when he said, you have been sanctified, you have it, so we just need to believe it and act upon it and tell others that they can live in that same freedom.
My experience in Korea this year was amazing. I had a wonderful opportunity to meet so many leaders from different nations. I was able to meet with Pastor Park in Korea, and the performances that were performed by the many nations, the performances were just excellent. And so to see so many young people on fire for the gospel and to serving all the teams and how they served, it was just a great experience. I loved it, and looking forward to encouraging more pastors to come next year. I'll be there for sure. And again, our opportunity today to meet with Pastor Park and to meet with several of the pastors here in Texas, and looking forward to the Gracias Choir here in San Antonio. And we got a chance to talk a lot about how the gospel has impacted the whole entire globe. and just love Pastor Park, love his commitment to the gospel of Jesus Christ, love his heart, love all that he is doing. And so we're just grateful to be connected to the Good News mission, and thankful that he has been so generous with the Gracias Choir in sending it all over the United States. So God bless him, and God bless the team and everyone that's been a part of this. God bless the Gracias Choir as well. So thank you guys, all that you've been doing for us.
It was very inspiring. Actually, I'm besides a pastor, I'm a mental health professional. So I really, think this is going to be very beneficial for the youth, and I can't wait to look more into it. I work with a lot of youth as a counselor, so many, they struggle with mental health issues, and that affects their education. So I think this is going to really help bridging that gap to help them learn about themselves, how their mind works, and thrive in their schooling.
Well, when he was midway in talking about the mind education, I went back to the table to make sure that we could get our hands on the book, because I was very impressed by it. And I was sharing with my team. I came with my wife and some of our leaders at our church, because what is missing in the church is what I see that is being brought to the table here. And I believe that if we can implement this, especially here in the United States, most of the problems that we see, especially among our youth, will go out the window. So we believe that this is very, very necessary, very needed, and so we are opportune and we feel privileged to be here to hear this.
I think it's a very unique approach to present Christianity. I like it. I think it's a fresh approach. It's one probably that appeals to the young people who really try to avoid traditional approaches to Christianity. And so I think this is a way to segue and bring them to know Christ, because when we talk about mind education, basically this is another semantic way that Jesus would say you need to be born again. So you're going to have to change the way you think. And so I think it's a very unique approach to that. So I think it was real good.
It was a very interesting meeting. Much of what he's covered in this time with us tonight, he covered with us in an intimate circle earlier in the hotel. So it was a very interesting meeting. He obviously has a love for this country, a love for what the American soldier has done, but he also knows what Jesus has done to redeem mankind, and he's giving that back to this nation. America needs Jesus. It needs Pastor Oksu Park to bring the gospel of Jesus Christ back to these shores, and so we're glad he's here.
Merry Christmas! Feliz Navidad!